Today, Mittens, Daddy is doing the top 10 classic rock albums from 1980. That's before you were born. Now remember, these are just my favorites. I'm not saying they're the best. Follow the rules. Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So, top 10 classic rock albums from 1980. Compared to the 70s, I think starting with 1980, not quite as many great albums for me. Maybe for you, but not for me. But some of the great albums that didn't make my top 10 list include XTC Black Sea, AC/DC Back in Black, Talking Heads Remain in Light, Joy Division Closer, Peter Gabriel, his third album, Melt, Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath, Kate Bush, Never Forever, Rush, Permanent Waves, Bruce Springsteen, The River, Sparks, Terminal Jive, didn't make my top 10 list, Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz, The Jam, Sound Effects. I haven't heard the Jam albums, but at some point I am going to be buying them all. Killing Joke, their debut album, Judas Priest, British Steel, Devo, Freedom of Choice, Pete Townsend, Empty Glass, U2 Boy, The Undertones, Hypnotized, The Only Ones, Baby's Got a Gun, Genesis with Duke, Prince with Dirty Mind, and Boom Dylan was Saved. Okay, my top 10. Starting at number 10. Now, overall, I'm not a fan of Yes unless John Anderson is in the band and, singing. But I must say that 1980s Drama is an excellent album, and as you can see, very 80s, very early 80s. And yeah, it's not on par with most of the other Yes albums with John Anderson, but still, they did a superb job on this. I like it. Number 9. This fellow made a lot of very consistent great albums, starting with his debut, at least for me. And this was his 4th album, I believe. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Get Happy. 20 songs. Love it. Number 8, sadly, the last album in his life, John Lennon, with Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy, and this is the stripped down version, which has the original mix and then the stripped down version, which I prefer overall. And I love the Yoko Ono songs. On side 1, Kiss Kiss Kiss, Give Me Something, I'm Moving On. Side 2 is a little weaker for the Yoko Ono songs for me, but I still, and of course I love the John Lennon songs. Just like Starting Over, Clean Up Time, I Am Losing You, which is my favorite of his. Well, and Beautiful Boy. And Woman. Yeah. Every Man Has a Woman Who Loves Him is really good too. And I love Yes, I'm Your Angel by Yoko. So, a mighty fine album. Just kind of sad. Number 7. If you're going to have only one Motorhead album in your CD collection, it should be Ace of Spades. Although I also have No Sleep Till Hammersmith, the deluxe version, Bad Magic, sadly the final album with Lemmy, and Inferno. Yeah, my favorite songs are Ace of Spades, of course. Love Me Like a Reptile. I love them all, actually. But besides Ace of Spades, my favorite is probably The Chase is Better Than the Catch. Number 6. This is a band, one of the greatest bands of them all. And I don't know, I don't play them that much, but I consider them one of the greatest bands. And this album is, I even underrate it. It is so good. Queen, The Game. A crazy little thing called love. Thank you. Yeah, Play the Game. Another one, Bites the Dust, of course. Dragon Attack. Rocket. Just superb. Number 5. When this came out, it was, I don't know if disappointed is the word, because I really loved the first of the 3 albums when I had it on vinyl. But over time, it's become my favorite Clash album, the 3-disc Sandinista. Yeah, the Magnificent 7, Hitsville, UK, The Leader, Somebody Got Murdered, Let's Go Crazy, Police on My Back, The Call Up, Washington Bullets. Love This Skin, one of my favorites. It is, it's kind of bloated and padded, but overall, I really, really love this album. Number 4. Kind of a comeback for them, because the album before it, even though for me it was great, it was a bit too poppy and a bit too commercial, and they came back to the harder edged sound with Cultoceras Erectus by Blue Oyster Cult. Black Blade and Monsters, Divine Wind, Deadline. I even love Hungry Boys, which some people don't. And then Joe Bouchard's Fallen Angel is so good. And Lips in the Hills and Unknown Tongue. It is just a 10 out of a 10 album for me. Number 3, I feel, well, when it came out in 1980, I thought it was okay, I guess. But through the years, I've learned to really, really, really appreciate it. It is McCartney 2. And I follow Andrew Dixon on Twitter, and I guess this deluxe box set is going for a mighty hefty price these days. If anybody wants this one, they can have it for $1,000. That's right, $1,000. Yeah, coming up, Temporary Secretary, which I know it annoys some fans. On the Way, that great bluesy track. Waterfalls is gorgeous. Nobody Knows. Yeah, I love every song. And then it ends with this beautiful acoustic song, One of These Days. And Steven Wilson, I'm a big fan of Steven Wilson, and he's actually put this album down. It's the One Time You're Wrong, Steven. This is a great album. Number 2 is Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band with Doc at the Radar Station, Hothead, Ashtray Heart, one of my favorite Captain Beefheart songs, Dirty Blue Jean, Telephone, the whole album as usual. And along with Shiny Beast, Bat Chain Puller, these are my 2 favorite Captain Beefheart albums. And then Clear Spot, Trout Mask Replica, and everything else. So what is number 1? It is David Bowie with Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. Yeah, and it includes probably, at least for me, the most underrated David Bowie song, Teenage Wildlife. But what a killer album this is. It's my number one. So I would love your thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know what are your favorites of 1980. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.